Hey guys, Popo Joe Explode. Today I come to you with a really exciting new product that I have picked up once again from Dixie Gun Works, and that is the Howdah Pistol. That's right, guys. This thing is absolutely beautiful. It's made by Pedersoli out of Italy, and it's awesome. I picked it up for $699 while it was on sale. It's originally like $810 or something like that. But so I saw the sale, and since I graduated the police academy, I decided to get myself a little something. So yeah, this is it. You know, I was looking online for the longest time, looking at all the videos on YouTube, and the thing is, there's not a whole lot of videos of this thing. And I'm actually quite surprised, because if people here in the United States knew that they could have a double barrel 20 gauge and it being short barreled and cut off, I think more people would get into it, even if it is a muzzle loading shotgun. So, like, anyways, let's just get into the pistol. Alright, once again, Dixie Gun Works, $699 on sale right now. Don't know in the future. It comes in a few different styles. The one I got was a double 20, because I wanted the whole Mad Max style, and also being smooth bore, I can shoot all different kinds of loads out of it. And I was really interested in 60 caliber ball, and as well being the buckshot loads I can make for this. Now, it did come in a 20 and a 50. I've already got a 50 rifle. A double 50, a double 58 caliber rifle, or of course the double 20. Oh, I went with the double 20 because really it's a short range weapon. What's the perfect short range weapon? A sawed-off shotgun. So that's what I went ahead and decided to go with. As you can see, there's some really nice stenciling it. That one's a hog or wild boar. Really nice. An actual wooden ramrod. And I like this version better than the one that actually has the hookup right here, because I think it looks a little more classic and a lot less you got to worry about. This side, you can see it has a leopard. And it's funny that they put a leopard on here when it's really most recognizable to be fighting off tigers in the back of a Howdah. That's how it got its name, the Howdah Pistol, because India, Africa, you're on the back of an elephant, mostly in India, and all of a sudden you get sprung by a big cat trying to get you. Well, you pull this sucker out and put it over the side, and boom, boom. And you'll kill the animal, the tiger or the lion, or you'll hit it badly enough for it to go away. So this was more or less a self-protection from big cats back into the 1800s. So anyways, let's go ahead and check out the action on it. Half cock, full cock. Now, let me see if I can't find something to drop the hammers down, because it's not good to drop the hammers down on just, anything. So, here we go. Take some envelopes, cardboard here. So, the front trigger does the right side, the rear trigger does the left side. Pretty nice triggers, actually. But they're a little bit heavy on to pull these back with one hand. I mean, it's not impossible. It's not overly bearingly, stubborn, but it's got good spring tension. Let's put it that way. And the triggers, I would say about maybe a 6 or 7 pound pull on the triggers. The barrels aren't exactly the same. I don't know if you can see it, but the right is a standard 20, and the the left is actually slightly modified to be more, it's kind of got like they put a choke on it to be a little bit better at longer distances. So I actually noticed that, and I actually saw it in a video later, but by putting what I figured I'll be using as my ramrod, put it down here, it's like, hey, that's tight. Then I put in this one, and it went in a lot easier. So I looked it up, turned out this one actually is better for longer distances. This one's on the right side is, you know, the shorter distances. So anywhere up close and then out to maybe 25 feet would be the modified. So anyways, just an absolute good pistol. The weight, it weighs every bit of 5 pounds. That's right, guys, it is not a light weapon at all. Not a light weapon at all. But seeing how it's all real metal, very, very nice wood. I think it's a European walnut, I do believe. And of course, gotta love bluing on guns. Almost nobody blues guns anymore. But the classic bluing, it just looks nice. I think it looks nice on these and revolvers. And that's just what makes the gun, you know, aesthetically pleasing to me, is that it's not synthetic and it's not stainless steel. It looks period correct, and it's just nice, guys. Pedersoli makes a really nice firearm. Now, I know you couldn't help but see the huge holster this thing comes in. Look at this. Look at that thing. Just for size comparison, I'm going to get my 1851 Navy out. I mean, damn. That is a thick holster. I also picked that up from Dixie Gunworks for, I think it was about 20 bucks. But it's just a very, very simple holster. And I plan on using this as a cross draw. Seeing on my black powder rig, which is a video hope to come, this will actually be on my shooting side, so this guy will be on my left. So huge. I mean, this has got to be a cow's thigh just to make this one holster. So, but anyways, factory specifics on this is they say to use anywhere between 25 and 35 grains of powder. I've seen it done on the internet with 100 and it not explode. They also say to use no more than 1 ounce shot. That's fine. I don't plan on shooting huge, heavy loads out of this thing. Seeing how it is a handgun, and I don't want to break my wrist, or if I have 2 hammers cocked, shoot one, wrap around where it's facing me, and have the other one go off. I think there's some videos of that going on, or close to happening with other people. Mostly with revolvers, but you know, almost shooting themselves in the damn head. So I'm not going to be loading overly huge loads in this, plus it being black powder. So I'm going to go 35 grains, see how that works out, and I might up it to 50 max, because I've seen some loads on the internet, some videos of people shooting 50 grains, and it looks pretty heavy. It's pretty, might as well be shooting your 12 gauge with one hand at that point. So that's probably all I'll go with black powder, is just the 35 grains. And right now, I went and made a paper cartridge. You know, all these black powder guns, I gotta make some sort of paper cartridge for them, just to make it easy of loading. And I've come up with this. Pretty much what I've done is I've taken the same paper that I make my pistol cartridges out of. It's the cigarette leaves from that are Zigzag brand. I put 2 of them together, rolled them on my dowel rod, the same one I use for loading. And I have put a cardboard spacer in it, a lubed wad in the front, 9 .32 caliber balls, some cotton, 2 more lubed wads, and another cardboard spacer with 35 grains of powder. Now, I did snip the tail off, but looking at the design, looking down the bore, I can't just shove this in there, because there is actually a space in the bottom Okay, so some scratch paper. Essentially, the bore looks like this. You got the nipple right there, and you got the hammer. Well, when the hammer sets the cap off, the fire goes down to this little chamber. Well, if I was just to push this cartridge down there, this is as far as it'd get. All the powder would be right here. So you're left with this open space. So what I've got to do is actually got to get the powder from here to there and actually fill in this portion. So in knowing this, I've actually after I made it, is when I snipped the tail and I glued it, I realized that next time I should just roll it and leave it as such, because what I have to do is I actually have to undo it. Pour the powder in first, then shove the rest of it down the bore. That's the best I can do with a paper cartridge for this firearm, which ain't bad really. I mean, it's take it out, twist, pour, push, shove, done. Quicker loading. 9 .32 caliber balls, 35 grains of powder. And I was actually made 2 of these. I ripped one and actually had to put it down the barrel. When you do that, I did this. I actually was making some other cartridges for my rifle, and I had to load one just to see if it works. And I actually tied a bright orange flag to the ramrod just to say, hey, it's loaded. Well, this one, if you have 2 barrels, you can see made a mark. It says empty, and right here, you know it's not empty. But I know that with double out buck, which I won't do any more than 9, and 35 grains of powder brings me to right there. So I kind of get a generalization of what I have loaded in this firearm. So yeah, didn't want to waste the load, so I just went ahead and put it down in there. And I will be shooting it soon anyways. So yeah. So anyways, guys, I will be doing this, shooting it traditionally, loading it, the old-fashioned way. I will shoot these as well, and I will see how the ease of shooting this thing is. I mean, this is a beautiful piece. I cannot wait for it to go boom. So anyways, guys, let's go to the range.